Hey, this is Mark Christine from College Audition Coach, and I am here on College Audition Coach Monday to talk to you about the difference between performing musical theater songs and pop rock songs. So it's important to realize the difference in how these two types of songs are written. So musical theater songs are written by a composer for a character in the context of a play. Pop rock songs, by contrast, are written by a musical artist about their own life experience that they're going to relate on stage as they perform them. So when you approach them, generally speaking with pop songs, it's less important to have a very clear sense of who you're talking to and what you're fighting for. It's a lot more important to have a personal connection to the emotional content of the song itself. So in musical theater land, very often, we're focused on who are we talking to, what's the objective, what am I fighting for, what am I trying to get the other person on the other side of the conversation to do, to say, to change. I'm trying to affect them in some way. With pop rock songs, it's a lot more about how do I share the personal experience that the song is about. And so for you, your work is going to be a lot more based in finding a personal connection to the lyric and what you're singing about, and less about who it is you're talking to. Now, it's also important, obviously, to understand the musical style that you're performing in. If you're singing a song from a 60s doo-wop kind of style, that's a very different vibe than if you're singing an 80s funk song or a contemporary pop ballad. So knowing the musical world that you're living in, it's important to obviously play to the strengths of that style in terms of, generally speaking, we're going to always want straight tone. It's very rare that pop styles involve a lot of vibrato, but are there scoops, are there bends, are there any of that kind of stuff that are emblematic or iconic for a style? So in addition to listening to the song that you're singing, I would listen to a lot of related songs and artists to just get a sense of the vibe and the style and what the exact touchstones are for that kind of pop singing. So the big takeaways for performing a pop song are, obviously we're going to have musical style, and we're going to make sure that we're singing in the appropriate pop rock style for the song that we've picked. But secondly, in terms of acting performance, again, it is less about convincing someone else of something, and it's a lot more about relating a deeper personal connection to lyric and storytelling. So it's going to generally tend to be more vulnerable, more raw, more exposed, and less about getting and more about sharing or opening up or letting us into whatever it is you're feeling inside. Best of luck with your auditions.